Welcome back to Coins Heritage, the channel where we turn pocket change into hidden treasures. Every week, we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, valuable mint errors, and forgotten collectibles that could be worth far more than their face value. If you've ever wondered if that old coin in your pocket or jar is worth a fortune, you're in the right place. So before you spend another coin, hit that subscribe button and join us on this treasure hunt. Today, we're uncovering the secrets of a coin that most people overlook, the 1984 Kennedy half dollar. We're diving deep in a 1984 Kennedy half dollar. I'll show you its design, the fascinating story of the year it was minted, its true value, and the rare errors that could turn this pocket change into a collector's dream. The Kennedy half dollar is one of the most beloved coins in American history. It was first released in early 1964, replacing the Franklin half dollar that had debuted only 16 years earlier in 1948. The obverse was designed by Gilroy Roberts, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint, and features a powerful portrait of President John F. Kennedy facing left. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, shows a heraldic eagle holding a cluster of arrows and an olive branch, surrounded by a full circle of stars. The 1984 D was struck at the Denver Mint, and you'll find a small D mint mark under the right side of Kennedy's neck. The coin is made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, 75% copper and 25% nickel over a pure copper center. It weighs 11.30 grams, measures 30.61 millimeters in diameter, and has a reeded edge with 150 reeds. To truly understand this coin, you have to understand 1984. It was a year of cultural milestones. Michael Jackson's Thriller was still dominating the charts. The Los Angeles Olympics brought the world together. Ronald Reagan was in his first term, and the Cold War was beginning to thaw. But for the half dollar, 1984 marked a quiet tragedy. By the early 1980s, the denomination had become virtually non-existent in day-to-day transactions. The public had been hoarding Kennedy half dollars since 1964, treating them as souvenirs rather than spendable currency. By 1984, you could go weeks without seeing a single half dollar in your change. Even though the half dollar remained on the lineup of business strike circulating coinage until 2002, it had effectively disappeared from American pockets. The Denver Mint struck 26,262,158 of these coins in 1984. That's a substantial number, but here's what makes this coin special: quality. As PCGS expert Jamie Hernandez notes, the 1984 Kennedy half dollar is a tougher date in the clad Kennedy half dollar series. It is hard to come by even in MS65 condition. In MS66, it becomes more difficult and is considered a scarce coin in this grade. In MS67 condition, it is very difficult to find. So what's it worth? In circulated condition, it's worth about face value to a few dollars. An MS65 example is valued around $8. In MS66, it jumps to around $54. And in MS67, the value skyrockets to around $1,180. An MS67 Plus example sold at auction for $2,640. The best-known example is an MS68, which is virtually unobtainable and would command a significant premium. While the 1984 D doesn't have a famous major error like some other Kennedy years, there are a few things to watch for. The most significant error in the Kennedy series is the no FG variety, where Frank Gasparo's initials, FG, are missing from the reverse under the eagle's wing. While more commonly associated with 1972 D and 1982, it's worth checking every Kennedy half dollar you find, including the 1984 D. Other errors to watch for include strike-through errors, where grease or debris filled the die, leaving parts of the design weak or missing. Off-center strikes and double strikes are also known in the series, though rarer for this date. So, how do you spot a winner? First, check the condition. Look at Kennedy's hair and the eagle's feathers. If the details are sharp and fully struck, you've got a better chance at a high grade. Second, check for the FG initials under the eagle's wing on the reverse. If they're missing, you might have found the no FG error. Third, check for any unusual features like strike-throughs or off-center strikes. And remember, the 1984 D is a tougher date, so even a nice uncirculated example is worth holding on to. Hidden treasures are still out there, and every pocket, drawer, or coin jar could hold the next valuable discovery. Before you spend your change, take another look. You never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this treasure hunt, hit that like button, subscribe to Coins Heritage, and share this video with a friend who loves coins. Because every week we uncover more rare American coins, valuable mint errors, and forgotten collectibles that could be worth far more than their face value. Until next time, happy coin hunting!